I've never had a wealthy
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Go ahead, Dev.
Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3.
What are you, 5 years old? Let me know if you guys can hear each other in the chat. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 818th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity and misogyny. Today is Wednesday, January 5th of 2022. It is good to have you guys in this evening. We're getting off to a little bit of a late start because we had to take Daisy to the vet today. But Daisy's fine. She's okay. She just had a little bit of she had an issue with her hoo-ha, and so we had to go get her checked up. So basically a veterinarian gynecologist, I guess. Veterinary gyno. Guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Like, subscribe, and share. Do like it says on the screen when you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you go over, you hit the bell, you select all. When you like the video, if you subscribe, go to the bell and hit all. Listen, you guys know how YouTube likes to do me. Sometimes you'll get the notifications that I'm live. Most of the time you won't. So to make sure that you get my notifications every time, hit the bell. You can also download the SharpeStream app on sharpestream.com, where you will be notified each and every time I go live on any platform. Sort of a backup plan as well. Guys, be sure to get your hands on my latest free ebook. 14 questions she'll ask on the first date and how to correctly respond to them. Just go to donovansharpe.com/newsletter, plug in your very best email, and the book is yours. It is also loaded with all kinds of goodies, coupons, etc., etc. Of course, the cover is graced by the lovely and talented Stacy, who will be doing more work for me here in the not-too-distant future. Also, become a patron today at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. You'll get access to past shows, the archive all the way from episode 1, Sharpe Shorts, Ask Donovan Q&A, the weekend webinars or the weekend consultation Zoom calls, videos banned from multiple platforms, as well as videos not safe for YouTube. You will get access to Sharpe Stream and huge discounts on courses. Become a patron today at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. So without further ado, joining me on the set today, who will be joining me on the set really from here on out, is the lovely and talented Devin. Devin, hey, what's going on? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There we go.
Thank you. Hi.
There we go. Hey, how you doing? You said you were nervous as a motherfucker.
I am a little nervous, but this is good. I can do this.
How are you looking on the screen? Are you looking all right?
I look, it's a weird angle, yeah.
Yeah, it is. A lot of guys will be like, you didn't show her straight on. Well, here she is, guys. This is the lovely and talented Devin, up close and personal. There it is, in all of her glory. So you're a big fan of the podcast Your Mom's House.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Right, it's very funny, and I think that this is a big day for us. And yes, I am in my drawers. I have on underwear. This is how I do my podcast. Well, hold your horses. We're still on the air. But to me, it is very, very cool that I get to be sitting here with you doing a podcast. How cool is this?
It's really cool. Hopefully I don't put my foot in my mouth too often.
You will.
I know.
You put your foot in your mouth, I put my foot in your ass.
Yeah, but I'm here for a good time. I'm sure everyone knows enough about us that there's really not a lot of stuff to step in, so I think we'll be fine.
Good.
It's gonna
Good
be a
stuff.
time.
Good. Yes, it is going to be very, 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 very good times. Shout out to my guys. Shout out to my sniper crew on the Sharpe Stream side. Shout out to Dre Raven, Apollo 137, Hellfong, Jay Blaze, Jonathan Vasquez, Ninja Watcher for Life, and of course, the lovely and talented Devin. Shout out to my sharpshooters on the YouTube side. Cigar Man 85, the first to break the tape. Dre Raven double dipping. Slam Bright, D Nice P Dubs is in the chat. Lamar's Journey Geeky Anomaly says bomb ass title card. Appreciate that. P Dub says, oh snap, it's about to go down. Everybody says that they heard us loud and clear. Yes, Geeky Anomaly is telling us that, yes, Rolo Tomasi will be on the Masculine Geek tonight. Be sure to check that out. Black Vegeta says, I wonder if Walter is walking on the keyboard yet. No, but he looks like he's got he's preoccupied with Philip right now.
Yeah.
He's always trying to eat my gerbil. You guys know how this goes. Black Vegeta says she's extremely easy on the eyes. Boxing Fan 713, $2 super chat says, she pretty. How do you feel about that?
Pancake.
The fuck does that mean? What?
Means thank you.
Well, then just say thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, there she is. Listen, just to show you guys again, this is the lovely and talented Devin. This is the woman who has been very instrumental in the success of the show. She will be on camera for all the world to see from here on out. Jonathan Vasquez on the Sharpe Stream side says, I was watching last show when Donovan was talking about video games. I was also geeking out. Yeah, that's when we found out that you never had a Nintendo.
Yeah. I'm ashamed.
Bow your head in shame.
Yes,
You guys know
I
how
had
that
good
goes.
parents.
Are you saying I had bad parents?
You had parents.
So that's going to do it for this. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to take subtle pot shots at each other. By the way, the way we met, you slid into my Twitter DMs.
I did.
That's how that happened. So yes. At any rate, listen, we're not going to waste too much time because we have a lot to cover. Let's go ahead and break down. We're going to talk about 3 topics tonight. Topic number 1. Shout out to. Okay, that was Walter. Shout out to whoever sent this over to me. He actually sent me a video. I forget who it is. Please forgive me. But he sent me a video of a woman breaking down the video we are about to watch. This is a 26-second video. And basically, it's this woman talking about the fact that she's never had a wealthy, fine man ask her what she brings to the table. And so without further ado, let's go ahead. We're gonna watch the video in its entirety, uninterrupted. Then we'll play it again, and we will give our thoughts. So here we go. Oh, come on. There we go.
I've never had a wealthy, fine man ask me what the fuck I bring to the table.
Whoa.
I've never had that. Never. Because you know why? Because one, they brought the table, and they brought the cutlery, and they brought the meal, and they brought the wine, and I showed up, and I looked pretty, and I was funny.
Pretty and funny.
because they already saw my value before I even opened my fucking mouth. Like, I've never had a wealth.
Okay. So, what are your initial thoughts on...
She ate the table.
Yeah, I was going to say...
She ate the table. She ate the cutlery.
Yes.
She ate the
yes,
candles.
Yeah. The first thing that you guys will notice, and I'm not trying to be mean-spirited here. I'm not trying to be mean-spirited here, but she appears to be a little on the portly side. It looks like her BMI is probably rather high, which of course is strike one. Grizzly Rising in the on the YouTube site says she's got a blubber head. Yeah, she does. Also, her hair appears to be real. It appears to be real. I'm sure that you weaveologists, you PhDs in weaveology, will probably set me straight. So let me go ahead and play a little bit more of it.
Wealthy, fine man ask me what the fuck I bring to the table.
Okay, number one, the first thing you bring to the table is that potty mouth.
That is right.
Right. It is. There is nothing more unattractive than an attractive woman who swears. I had to check Tori on this. Torsha, go subscribe to her channel. I had to check Tori on this several times before she just finally said, "All right, fuck it, I give up. I'm not gonna swear anymore." Devin, talk to me about, because your sister swears quite a lot, and no, her sister does not look anything like her. Her sister has the body type of the young lady on the screen. Talk to the women out there. Why is it unattractive for women to swear around men?
It's a masculine trait. I feel that
merch. So it's a masculine trait.
It is a masculine trait, and it's ugly. It makes you look ugly. There are more creative ways to say things and get your point across, I think.
Okay.
And women are supposed to be the softer, gentler version of human beings. So
yes, that's exactly right.
Potty mouth also shows a lack of discipline.
Ooh,
that you're setting a bad example for young children, and that basically it's almost disrespectful to certain men to act like that, because who wants a woman who swears like a sailor representing you at a business function?
Not me at all. Let's continue.
I've never had that. Never. Because you know why?
There it is. The see-through, gentlemen. The see-through. Let me rewind this just a little bit. For those of you in the chat, shout out to Tricky Trini. See-through means cloak the hood rat in me. Of course, the lovely and talented Michaela Pink was the inception of this. So just listen to just listen to her diction until she really starts to keep it real.
Ask me what the fuck I bring to the table. I've never had that. Never. Because
she said, I've never had that. Never, ever. See-through, gentlemen, means cloak the hood rat in me. This woman is trying to come off as this well-learned, well-spoken, educated woman, and she's really just a hood rat. And I think she lives in Philly, because I'm looking at the Philadelphia Phillies P in the upper right-hand corner. I just saw that. Wow. Yeah. This bitch is in Philly. Oh, boy.
Lucky us.
Hey, listen, you Philly boys who enjoy BBWs, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, especially if you don't care what she brings to the table.
Because you know why? Because
I know why. I know why she's never had a wealthy, fine man ask what she brings to the table. Because wealthy, fine men pass her around. Wealthy, fine men pass her around. You see, gentlemen, anytime a woman says that I've never had a man ask me what I bring to the table, what she is literally telling you without realizing it is that men only use me for sex. Because as a man who has had sex with many women in my past, I didn't care what they brought to the table. As long as they brought a willingness to give me a Bobby Joe and a willingness to have sex with me on command, I didn't care what she brought to the table. Okay, so she's as dumb as a clarinet. I didn't care. I still smashed. Okay, so she doesn't have any financial savvy. Doesn't matter. Okay, so she can't help me in any of my endeavors. Doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters, because I was only interested in sex. So this woman is bragging about the fact that a rich, fine, wealthy man has never asked her what she's brought to the table, because they don't care what she brings to the table, because they're only using her for sex. Your thoughts, Dev?
I don't have any of this.
Nothing more to add to that?
No. I seriously doubt that she's been to dinner with a rich, wealthy man. And if they are, no guy's going to ask her, what do you bring to the table? Like,
well, especially if it's just for sex.
It's not that it's not that overt of a communication.
That's true.
I don't know if she, usually guys who are asking women this are like looking for a reason to keep them around rather than, qualifying them for a meal or to spend an evening with, so to speak.
Right. Men who are just using women for sex, we are never interested in what a woman brings to the table. Bring PTA. Bring your pea sleeve, your tits, and that ass. That's it. If you don't bring those three things, then we're not interested. That's just kind of what it is. Let's continue.
One, they brought the table, and they brought the cutlery, and they brought the meal, and they brought...
Okay, this is real cute of her to try to say, well, what do you bring to... Well, I am the table. So he brought the cutlery, and they brought the meal and the wine. This is all very cute. But what she means to say when she's talking about everything that the man brought to the table is that she didn't have to bring anything to the table except for what?
Brought the wine, and I showed up, and I looked pretty, and I...
Okay, that's debatable. I'm not going to...
She's pretty. Yeah,
Pretty what? Are you kidding me?
She's got nice skin.
It puts the lotion on the skin? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, like, listen, Buffalo Bill would be very attracted to her because she is
smooth.
She is large and she is very smooth, and she would make a good, but other than that, listen.
Yeah, man, I'm not one to talk, What
do you mean you're not one to talk?
I mean, like, you don't... to me, she's got a pretty face.
Oh my God, Dev. Check this out. You want to know she said she's got a pretty face, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You want to know what would make her prettier? Is if her BMI were a little more.
Yeah, if you could see her collarbone.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
If her fingers aren't triangular, then listen, guys, what Devin just did here, Devin just committed an egregious crime. And we need to, whatever Dev just said for the last 15 seconds, you guys need to just put that out of your minds. You fucked up. Devin just gave you guys permission to go out and smash these fat hoes because she's got a pretty face. There is no such thing. There is no such thing as a portly female who has a pretty face. I don't care. If she's portly, she can't be pretty. As JBlaze11 called you out on the Sharpe stream side, says, Dev, come on.
Maybe that's just me throwing salt in the game, Like, I'm not looking for her. So if I call her pretty, then,
It doesn't make you a good person just because you call her pretty. Call her what she is.
I know.
If you were a dude, you wouldn't smash her. Let's just keep it real.
Okay.
It puts the lotion on the skin.
I was funny.
Because she was funny.
Oh, because guys want your sense of humor.
Yes, and maybe a Lizzo, Monique kind of way. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Because they already saw my value before I even opened my fucking mouth. Like,
it's so funny how condescending she is. Before I open my fucking mouth, like it's just so obvious what she brings to the table.
It is. I mean, just look at her. And it's funny how she says that they knew she was funny before she opened her mouth.
Well, women her size with fake hair are usually pretty goddamn funny. Monique is very funny. Lizzo, she's freaking hilarious. So yeah, maybe they did know your value before you came to the table. Yeah, this is, and guys, the reason we decided to talk about this video is to show you guys that this is how women really think. This woman is, this is an overweight female who has a slightly, Jesus, I can't even say above average face. You see, gentlemen, there's a reason why we're only seeing her from the shoulders up, because she's a wreck the bottom down. I can promise you she has triangular fingers. You can't see her collarbone, yet she's looking at us as though she's the hottest thing on the planet. But listen, I've always said I just talked about it. There's nothing more unattractive than an attractive woman who swears. Well, you know what? I tell a lie. The only thing more unattractive than an attractive woman who swears is an unattractive woman who acts like she's attractive. It's absolutely. Do you know girls like this?
Not personally, no.
But you've seen it.
I've seen it, yeah.
And it's unattractive.
It is.
Well, there you go. Yeah, this woman. Oh, wait a minute.
I've never had a wealthy, fine man ask me what the fuck I bring to the table.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. We really don't. Wow. Like, dude, these bitches out here are tripping. They really do believe that we're going to...
That they are the table.
Geometrically? Geometrically speaking, yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe she is the table. 714 of you in the chat right now. Please, guys, hit the like. Try to get me to 300 and... Let's get me to 330 likes. Let's try to keep my engagement up over 50%. Up over 50%. Holiday, $5 super chat says, to a great show. Appreciate that. Black Vegeta says, prosperity and happiness to the Sharpe Network. Thank you very, very much. Let's see. Yes, Slambright says she's got resting bitch face because she's always at rest and not keeping fit. That's a good one. That's a good one. Grizzly Rising says she's as big as a table. Absolutely. Water Buffalo. You said it. I didn't. Cigar Man with the $5 super chat says, did the wealthy man ask you to marry him?
Nope.
And that's the overarching point. The reason why these men don't ask what she brings to the table is because they're only using her for sex. Like, it's not a good thing that men don't ask you what you bring to the table. And, of course, you guys see Walter there on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, cleaning and preening himself. So shout out to Walter, the official TSR Live mascot. Mr. J, $2, says, bring your PTA quote of the podcast today. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Sith Lord Entertainment with the $20 super chat says, the only value she brought to the table is the value meal. Oh, wow. Ay. King Life, $5, says, all she brings to the table is future back problems and stress eating to endure her stress eating. Absolutely. Fernando Savala, welcome to chat privileges. At Fernando Savala to welcome him to the TSR family. Fernando, if you would, Fernando, put your age and location in the chat. Your age and location in the chat. While we're at it, let's go ahead and do an age and location check in the chat. Age and location. Age and location. Oh, Fernando is 40 from Long Beach. Oh, good to see you in here. Geeky Anomaly with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, my friend. Says, I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. That actually sounds pretty good, regardless of the restaurant, right? Like, oh my God.
Anything with cheese has got my name on it.
Oh my God, yes. Thank God cheese is keto.
Yeah.
Yes, keto. Yeah, very good. Slambright, member for 3 months. Says, afraid to ask her for a Bobby Joe, she might eat it. Oh boy. Ay. Pierre Fitzberg on the Sharpe Stream side says, Donovan always says that women think that just because men want to smash, they must have high relationship market value. Yeah, that is almost never the case. I talk about that all the time. Okay, guys, so what we're going to do now is we are going to watch the Fresh and Fit Asian doll fiasco here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this was a sight to see. Oh, by the way, shout out to, let's see, Camino Kill 12. Welcome to chat privileges. Thank you very much for your support. At Camino Kill 12 to welcome him to chat privileges. Black Wolf Inc. $5 says, I'll have the Surf and Turf family. The steak must.
It's over 9,000.
Absolutely. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, I didn't prepare for that. There we go. Appreciate that. Mike D, $5 says, first time seeing your show, enjoying your content and message. Thank you for the great insight and knowledge. Cheers to a prosperous 2022. Well, that was nice.
Very nice.
That was very, very nice of
Thank
him.
you.
All right, very, very good. As I sit next to my, what do they call you, an adjustable 3?
Yeah. I think it's more of 4. Let's not go so low as a 3.
Hold on. Listen, I need.
That ugly 4.
Yeah, you ugly 4, she's obese. Okay, so this is Dev on camera. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that she's an adjustable 3 who is obese.
Obese.
Are you trying to show your tits?
Super fat.
Let's say-
Yes.
So Devin just tried to flex. She just tried to show her flat stomach and her oversized tits on screen. Yes, there you go. Got to make sure we can see your face. Nomadus, welcome to chat privileges. As Devin gets extended screen time. at Nomadis to welcome him to chat privileges. Appreciate that. Camino12 says thanks. Yeah, Camino12, just make sure you put your... Oh, wow, he says, glad I finally joined. Donovan, you're the GOAT, my friend. Wow.
Nice.
How about that? How about that?
Good to catch on.
Yeah, hey, man. Listen, I don't consider myself to be anybody's GOAT, but I do appreciate I do have a hard time accepting compliments, though, even on Fresh and Fit.
You do.
D-Town Conversation with the 99-cent super chat. Appreciate that. Emmett Trill says, Devin, looking like a treat. What kind of treat? White chocolate. Oh!
Oh, God.
Yes.
I was going to say magic cookie bar.
Don't say that, man. You're going to make me...
But now I
damn
want to
fucking
put white chocolate chips on the magic cookie bars.
Oh, my God. Jesus
Wouldn't that be
Christ.
good?
Oh, my God. That would be...
That'd
I'm
be really good.
I'm getting all uncomfortable because I'm getting fat. Oh, boy. I'm trying to hide my ever-expanding stomach here. Black Vegeta says, I like Donovan because he don't sugarcoat real topics. He a straight shooter. Dev is a 5. I don't know.
Thanks.
Right now, I'd give you a 6.
I don't care. I am what I am.
Yeah, it is what it is. Nomadis says, oh, it's pronounced nomades, sir. Okay. Nomades. Okay. Nobody's nuts. Lou-Will, $1. I appreciate the super chat. Okay, so let's get to the
Okay.
the Fresh and Fit breakdown. So, what was her name? Asian Doll. Recently made an appearance on the Fresh and Fit on the Fresh and Fit podcast, and to say that shit got real is, I mean, listen, it's probably an understatement. Of course, Myron and Fresh are now they're all in the news. They're all over World Star. They're on Yahoo. So stay tuned for an Abba and Preach video.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
Yeah, they're going to do it's going to be Abba and Preach, Kevin Ray Wilder. O'Shea will probably do a video.
Yeah, TLA.
Yeah. The lead attorney will probably do a video. Yeah, shout out to Fresh and Fit. I mean, wait, do they date white girls? Like, what are we doing? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Hey, shout out to whoever just sent me a $50 super chat. I'm long stroking y'all. Ay. Anyway, so Myron apparently got aggressive with Asian Doll. And the weird thing is, Dev, why do black women are always, they always refer to themselves, they always give themselves sort of an Asian, like, Black China, right?
Yeah.
Then we have this Asian Doll. Like, black women are into this whole I'm black but I'm Asian. Like, I don't know what that's
looked
about.
up her Wikipedia to see if there was an actual Asian in her heritage or something along those lines. I didn't find anything that would stand out as far as that's concerned. I think, I don't know. In a way, I think it's almost to soften and be more feminine.
Did you just say soften?
Soften.
It's soften.
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 Soften. Soften.
Is it often or often?
Often.
No, it's up. Oh my God. I got to be the grammar police with my own woman. It's often.
Often. There's a T in there.
The T is silent.
Often.
You ever seen Django Unchained?
Yeah.
The D is silent.
Like a djembe.
Who?
Like a djembe.
Okay.
Like a drum.
Okay, totally.
Okay.
So that's the real thing. They always tell the narrative is guys like me who date women who look like her. You hate yourself. Blah 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 blah. You hate yourself. Blah 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 blah. But black women are steady trying to make themselves look like white girls, and now they're calling themselves
Asian.
I just don't understand that. I'm sure that's an issue in and of itself. Without further ado, let us break down the video. Whoops, that's a little loud.
A little.
Never tell sorry.
Guys, sidebar conversations, please.
All right, what about
I've told you this is like, this like.
Okay, so Myron says, ladies, sidebar conversations, please. Now, if you're looking at the screen, 2 out of the two of the 3 black women who are on the stage, 2 of them are looking at Myron with what appears to be respect. Not Asian Doll. She's already saying to herself, did this nigga really just... And listen, man, I know a lot of you brothers out there make a big deal about the fact that black women don't respect us. Guys, It doesn't at this point. It doesn't matter. Like, don't worry about listen. Don't spend time with people who don't respect you. I don't care what their race is. Yes, it does appear that most black women don't really have much respect for most black men. If that's true, it is what it is. There's no need to get bent out of shape about it. Just go where you're appreciated, not tolerated. But you can clearly see that she is the one person on the panel who clearly looks like she has almost a contempt for Mr. Gaines, number one. Number two, it's not like his reputation didn't precede him. She knew what she was getting into.
Like the fifth time I've told you that, right?
Yes,
Sixth time.
Like, stop. For real, like, stop.
See, the girl's like, I'm sorry. See?
He mean as fuck.
I'll just keep it real, man.
No,
Like,
but
you
he's
haven't been here,
cool.
so you
I don't
haven't
give a
seen
fuck
it.
about none of that shit.
See that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's cool. It's his podcast.
Right. So she's like, he mean as fuck. And the girl's like, wait a minute, it's cool. It's his podcast.
So who was having the sidebar conversations? A girl in the black?
The girl in the black. And
Okay.
listen, the girl in the black, she's a talk box, right?
Okay.
She likes to talk. She was like, hey, look, my bad. And you'll see later on in the video that she's very, hey, look, I'm sorry, we won't do it again. She's a woman. She can't help herself. It is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the whole.
Look, did you see that? Watch her expression. Watch.
I'll just keep it real, man.
No,
Like,
but
Watch.
you haven't been here,
Now
so
watch this. Watch how her head jerks down.
Give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah.
See that? Did you see that? Did you see her look down? She's like, did this nigga just watch?
I'll just keep it real, man.
No,
Like,
but
you haven't been here, so
I
you
don't
haven't
give a
seen
fuck
it.
about none of that shit.
Yeah.
See that? Right there, guys. That is a sign of contempt. I mean, listen, let's just keep it real, man. The reason why she is acting like this towards, well, you know what? I don't know what's in her mind, but I will say this. If Myron Gaines were white, she probably would not have this reaction. A lot of brothers talk about the fact that black women respect white men more than they respect black men. It is what it is, guys. There's nothing you can do about that. I'm just going to point this out. Watch this woman's body language one more time so she says, you're mean as fuck. Myron came back at her. I'm not mean. I just have rules. Watch.
I'll just keep it real, man.
No,
Like,
but
you
he's
haven't been here,
cool.
so
I
you
don't
haven't
give a
seen
fuck
it.
about none of that shit.
Watch.
Yeah.
Right there. She's like, oh, it's like this.
Yeah, it's the whole show. Come on.
Yeah, she's been
We
doing
got
it the
you,
whole
got you.
show. I'm not mean as fuck. I just have rules. Simple.
See how she's looking at him? She's loading up.
All right, go ahead.
It's podcast.
Damn.
What I look for in a man
You a
in
mean
club,
ass
that's
nigga.
like a
See that? You a mean ass nigga.
Is that what she said?
That's exactly what she said. So never mind the fact that she is in his domicile, in his place of residence. You're on his podcast. By the way, she showed up 2 hours late.
Right.
So she shows up 2 hours late. Myron rolls out the red carpet, shows her respect even though she's 2 hours late. And the first thing she says to this dude is, damn, you're a mean ass nigga. You're in this dude's house on his podcast. He does not need you. Myron doesn't need her, okay?
You're in someone's home. You don't speak to them that way.
I just don't understand where people get off. Just listen again.
Podcast.
Damn.
what I look for in a man
You a
in
mean
club,
ass
that's
nigga.
like a
She kind of looks like Missy Elliott. Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Isn't that some bullshit?
torching me.
Hold on. Excuse me?
See that? This is what men do, gentlemen. This is what men do. This woman just disrespected Myron on his podcast. Listen, even if this podcast were in an office building, even if it weren't in his home, she disrespected him on his podcast. Now we bring in the other two factors. This is in his home and you were late. You see, what these kinds of women are used to being able to do is being able to talk to niggas just any old kind of way and then just let it go. No, not Myron. He's like, I'm sorry, excuse me?
In a man
You a
in
mean
club,
ass
that's
nigga.
like a torching me.
Hold on. Excuse me?
You mean.
I'm not mean.
See? But Yahoo and everybody else is talking about Myron got aggressive with her. Who
I
got
don't
aggressive?
understand. He said he asked them very politely 5 times.
There you go. He asked them 5 times.
To not have side conversations
go.
because it's distracting to the podcast.
That's right. But he's a mean ass nigga.
You want to have a conversation, have it after the show. You know? Like,
I mean, that would be the sensible thing to
cover your
do.
mic. You know? Not to-
I mean, tell her. Tell black or Asian doll.
Mean at all.
Okay, I don't care.
Have you been here the whole
Oh. Did you hear that?
No.
She says, oh, okay, I don't care. Listen very closely, gentlemen. Matter of fact, you know what? I should turn the captions on for this.
Excuse me?
Hold up. I'm going to turn the captions on because I want you guys to see everything that was said. Because this is not what they're going to tell you on World Star. This is not what they're going to tell you on Yahoo.
You mean.
I'm not.
That's like a torching me.
Hold on. Excuse me?
You mean.
I'm not mean at all.
Okay, I don't care.
Have you been here the
I'm not mean at all. Okay, I don't
Yeah,
care. Yeah. Again, just more disrespect.
The whole time?
No.
All right, then. So you don't know what was
I
happening,
don't
right?
give a fuck.
Okay, then.
See, there it is. See, he calls her out. Okay, you haven't been here the whole time, so you don't know what
It's a rude,
happened.
entitled woman.
Yes. So I don't give a fuck.
What makes
Like,
her special? I don't understand.
just listen again.
Okay, I don't care.
Have you been here the whole time?
No.
All right, then. So you don't know what was
I
happening,
don't
right?
give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. She is talking to a man in his home on his podcast that she was late for. He tries to exercise a boundary. She calls him mean. He calls her out on it. He says, I'm not mean. I'm enforcing boundaries. Yeah, I don't care, and I don't give a fuck. And look at her posture. There is absolutely no respect. There's not even a healthy, and look at the white girl on the right-hand side. She actually looks almost admired by the fact that this chick is like,
She's like, damn.
she's like, damn, girl. White girl, whoever you are, don't be like Asian doll. Okay? There's a reason why women like Asian doll are perpetually single. And you're looking at that reason right now. So while you may look on with adoration, keep in mind you should not emulate this behavior. Because if you emulate this behavior, your future is full of cats.
Okay, then. So how you going to come on somebody's show, not know what go down, and say, oh, you're mean?
It don't matter. I can say what I want.
Okay.
She's one of those.
Like, what do you mean?
Just those rude, entitled, aggressive,
Yep.
combative.
Yep.
I mean, you see these kind of chicks, and like when you're in a high school,
Yes.
just arguing for
Yep.
the sake of arguing.
Yep.
Anything that you say, you can't tell me what to do. You know, like
Yep.
and these are the ones that you go, oh, okay, I know where she's gonna end up.
There you go. That's
You
exactly
know?
right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, this is a woman who has never had any boundaries or any rules enforced upon her in her life.
Nope.
I mean, how do you show up to someone's house or show 2 hours late, interject yourself, and then start insulting people? Like you're just there to cause a problem.
That's what it appears. And again, this just goes back to the typical westernized American woman's behavior. This is how it goes. This is what happens. This is westernized women, guys. This is why these, and listen, it doesn't even matter what her race is. It doesn't matter if you're white, Latina, Asian. If you act like this, you don't get chose. You only get chosen for sex, and that's it.
Okay, well, you can get the fuck off the show, too.
I don't give a
Man,
Get off the show,
chill,
too.
man. What? Chill out,
fuck.
bro.
Listen, don't do my like
Now, that right there, let's replay that. Let's replay
Fuck
that.
off the show, too.
I don't give a
Man,
Get off the show,
chill,
too.
man. What? Chill out,
fuck.
bro.
Listen, don't do my
Now, I'm going to point this out. I do not fault Asian doll for her behavior. Why do I not fault her for her behavior? Because this is what we expect from women like her. Okay? What, are we surprised? Are we surprised that a woman came onto the Fresh and Fit podcast and disrespected Myron to his face in his house and on his podcast? Of course not. We're not surprised by that. These kinds of women do this all the time. You guys remember Red? She disrespected Myron several times. What was her? Darth Daria told Myron to, like, are you fucking, like, get your head out of your fucking ass. Myron kicked her to the curb because she was being disrespectful, right? You guys remember Miss Berkeley, Myrene? All of these women, they disrespect Myron again and again and again. And I want you guys to keep in mind, she showed up to the podcast 2 hours late, number one. Number two, she now is in a back and forth with Myron. He wasn't even talking to her. Number three, she got aggressive first. And the reason she got aggressive, guys, is because Myron showed some backbone. He said, look, don't have sidebar conversations. This is the 5th time I'm telling her not to do this. Damn, you're mean. Myron, okay, all right, I'm not mean. I just enforce boundaries. The other girl starts talking. You're a mean-ass nigga. Now Myron's going to take exception to this because a woman is calling him names in his house. But again, this is not her fault. This is not Asian doll's fault. You want to know whose fault this is? The guy in the background talking about, nah, man, chill. Because check this out. Asian doll and women like her would not be able to talk shit to dudes like Myron if not for the men enabling them. Asian doll showed up 2 hours late. She's disrespecting this man in his house. Disrespecting him in his house, calling him names. I don't give a fuck. I say what I want. And the minute Myron says, all right, well, then get the fuck off the podcast. Whoa, chill. Nah, nigga, you chill. You chill. Brothers, and I'm talking to you here. This is why we have what we have, gentlemen. This is why we have what we have. This is why sisters stay out of pocket because of dudes like
Well, you
this.
get the fuck off the show, too.
I don't give a
Man,
Get off the show,
chill,
too.
man.
Man, chill, man. Nigga, if a woman talked to you like that in your place, you wouldn't want to chill, would you? No, I didn't think so. The reason why Asian Doll is running off at the fucking mouth is because this nigga in the background, whoever the fuck he is sitting here enabling her. She is disrespecting Myron, and when Myron tries to put his foot down, nah, man, chill. This is why modern women are in the state that they're in. It's because of men like this. He enables her. She is getting out of pocket. He's not checking her on it. No, he checks Myron. Nah, chill, man. It's just a back and forth. Don't worry about the fact that she called you names and disrespected you in your own place after showing up 2 hours late for a podcast. Nah, bruh, chill.
What? Chill out, bro.
Listen, don't do my like
Nah,
that.
you can go.
Chill, chill. She ain't gotta
You're not
go.
gonna come on the platform disrespect.
Nah, chill, bro. She ain't gotta go nowhere.
No.
Oh, yes, the fuck she does, nigga. She ain't got to go nowhere, nigga. Bro, whoever the fuck you are, and I'm sure he's probably got more clout than me or whatever the case may be. Bro, you're out of pocket, my friend. You out of pocket. And I think that he's her manager or whatever. Bruh, come get your girl. You got to check. Listen, you got to check this bitch. This is why, look, this is why this woman is getting out of pocket is because you are enabling her. I don't blame Asian Doll for this behavior. This is the way that she's been conditioned to behave. This is just how it is. Women are disrespectful by nature now. Listen, ain't nothing we can do about it. There's nothing I'm not interested in doing anything about it. But when you have a woman disrespecting a man on his platform in his house, and then you got niggas in the background talking about she ain't got to go nowhere, whose house is this, bruh? Whose house is this? But then we got the same kind of brothers complaining, man, why are women so disrespectful? It's because it is. It's because of this. You are in another man's house watching your client or whoever the fuck she is get out of pocket on the air, and you're going to tell the host to chill? And then you're going to tell the host that she ain't got to go nowhere? Nah, fam, it don't go down like that. Because I can promise you, if some bitch came in and disrespected you in your studio or your house, guess what? You kick her the fuck out. Nah, you can miss me with that chill. Fuck that. I don't give a, look, bruh, I don't give a fuck if you're her manager. I don't care if you're the president of the fucking United States. You are out of fucking pocket. Asian Doll is supposed to be out of pocket. She's a bitch. That's how they be. This is just how women are. Women are out of pocket, but the reason why women are out of pocket is because dudes like this enable them.
Oh, she could go.
Chill,
I don't have to.
Chill.
Come on, baby. We don't have to.
She said, I don't have to. See that? She's like, I don't have to. Isn't it interesting after she heard the guy say she ain't got to go nowhere? Now, look, listen to this whole interaction. Now all of a sudden she gets ballsy. Myron says you can get the fuck out. Asian Doll didn't say shit until the dude spoke up. Watch.
Stop,
Listen,
bro.
don't do my like
Watch this.
Show too.
I don't give a
Man,
Get off the show,
chill,
too.
man. What? Chill out, bro.
Listen, don't do my like
Nah, you can go.
Chill, chill. She ain't gotta
You're not
go.
gonna come on the platform disrespect.
Nah, chill, bro. She ain't gotta go nowhere.
No,
Chill.
This nigga. I'm gonna tell you what. I'd have thrown them all out. If I was Myron, I'd have been like, all right, y'all gotta go. You're not about to tell me that this chick. You're not about to tell me what I can or can't do in my house. No fucking way. Your thoughts?
You know, she changed her name to Asian the Brat at one point
Okay.
and went back to Asian Doll because that was the most well-known. But that's what she's acting like, is a spoiled
brat.
brat. Like,
Yeah.
And I think maybe, I don't know if that's her persona. That's what she gets away with.
Sure.
And she thinks that, she's the star.
Yeah, not with Myron
No
and
matter
Fresh.
what she does,
Yeah.
this guy's going to back her up.
Yeah, fuck
and-
what you heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
Fuck what
She
you
walked
heard.
into the wrong party.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Chill, bro.
I don't have to.
Chill.
Talking about chill, bruh, chill. It's funny how dudes are always telling other niggas to chill when the shit is being done to them. Nah, fam. Sorry. All of y'all can kick rocks. Ooh, dude, John Henry. That's it.
We don't have to be this mean. We can all be.
Listen.
Come on.
See, now the girl in the black, who is the talk box, she's trying to sort of rescue it, right? She's just listen.
Chill out, bro.
He keeps telling Myron to chill out, bro. Like he keeps telling him to chill because he wants to keep pressing
It
that.
seems like a setup almost because she just comes in and starts calling him names.
Sweetheart, this is how these women are.
Ugh.
This is how they are, man. Dude, you saw supersized Karen, SS Karen. She came in on some bullshit.
Yeah.
This is how it is. I'm not upset with Asian Doll. I'm not. Guys, how much more of this do we have to see and hear to understand that this is how modern women are? I would not expect anything less than what we are seeing. Asian Doll is who she is, and it's funny. It's not just Asian Doll. She's got a little. I guess she's got some clout, dude. It's basic bitches who act the same goddamn way.
Right.
That's really all this comes down to. But the dude enabling her in the back talking about chill, bruh, chill. Nah, bruh, you can chill outside. Fuck that.
Let's calm
I'm
down.
sorry.
He's hot. I'm calm.
No, I'm
We're good.
very calm, but it's like,
Yeah, Myron is calm. These motherfuckers don't know. Myron used to be a fucking federal agent, man.
bro, you got to show a little
Oh,
bit
yeah,
of respect
bro,
on the
it
platform.
It's
is
cool,
respect.
bro.
You talking about too much
Chill.
shit.
See, there he goes. It's cool, bruh. Anytime Myron opens his mouth. So what he's doing, what he wants to do is he's acting as a screen. He's telling Myron to back the fuck off while this bitch is steady running off at the mouth on his podcast in his house. Nah, fuck that.
Say you mean. It is what it is. What the fuck you want me to say?
She's
That's
still
not the
confused.
truth, though.
You mad about I said mean? You grown as hell.
Well,
Yeah, well.
Okay.
See, at this point, Myron's like, okay, Fresh, these are your guests. Put him in pocket. Put him in pocket.
He's basically saying you're gonna let her.
Well, no, listen. Myron's trying to de-escalate the situation. But I'm gonna tell you what, man. If I'm Myron, see, here's the thing. There's like 2 or 3 of these dudes on the couch. And I think Asian Doll knows that they're outnumbered. Because if shit gets real, it's 3 on 2. And that's where that bravado comes from. Man, chill, man. No, bruh. Man, I would tell them right now, I need you guys, and you would have to be polite. I need you and your whole crew. I'm respectfully requesting you to exit the premises. I am no longer comfortable with you guys in my home. Let's stop the show. You guys need to leave. And if it continues with the chill stuff, and if shit gets real, then shit gets fucking real. But I would absolutely, the only reason why she is talking to Myron like this is, and listen, Fresh probably can't. I'm not sure if Fresh can fight or not. He doesn't really look like he can. No disrespect, but Fresh is a non-confrontational dude, man. He's a very friendly guy. He was a fucking federal agent.
This
he's
is a
used to this shit.
podcast. There's no reason for people to be confrontational in the first place.
Well,
What are we doing?
yeah, except for the fact that
first
she
of
knows
all,
she's got at least 2 niggas over there to back her up.
Right. Why not limit the number of guests a guest can bring? You
Well-
know, and who gave that guy a microphone in the first place? Like, we don't care what he has to say.
Yeah.
We can't see him.
The reason,
I'm sorry. I'm not criticizing their platform.
Sure.
I don't mean that as a
I
as
understand, I know.
criticizing. I just to
But
me,
I will
I'm
tell you
just
this.
like,
No, I will tell you this. One thing about Myron is that he never lets the same thing happen more than once.
That's true.
Right?
That's
So
true.
the whole deal with the girl who brought the blicky onto the show, now they're checking bags. Okay? If a female celebrity wants to come to the show, Myron is going to make sure, okay, you can come and you can come. You're her manager. Okay, only one of y'all. I'm not going to have 3, because here's the thing. She rolls with two dudes, right? There's
Right.
2 or 3 of him and only 1 of Myron, okay? And in the back of their minds, this is why she has this bravado, because when it really comes down to it, she says, well, I can say what the fuck I want to say, because at the end of the day, if shit gets real, there's 2 of him and only 1 of Myron, because Fresh ain't jumping in.
And those guys are probably packing heat too.
Guess what? Guess who's also packing fucking
Yeah,
heat,
yeah.
right? You think these
Right,
guys
but
are gonna?
I think that's what gives her that bravado.
Yeah, well, guess what? This is on this is on a YouTube channel with well over 500,000 subscribers, so they can commit a crime if they want to. Mm-hmm. And just because Myron resigned as a federal agent does not mean that they would absolutely not prosecute his punk ass to the full extent of the law for pulling a fucking blicky.
Right.
Okay. So
So Myron, you can see clearly he understands what the situation is. So he's like, okay, Fresh, these are your people. Let's try to de-escalate this, because Myron doesn't know these people. He doesn't. Fresh is the one who put this on camera.
earlier on the show, it was a little back and forth. So he was just telling her to chill because it was like 5 times before to like chill.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay, but I said he mean. Why he want to stop the shit?
Because you were fucking disrespectful. That's why.
Well,
Do some dramatic.
Because you don't know what was going on.
we are
I
holding the
don't
show.
know.
It's good though, bro. Hey,
See? You see that? Mm-hmm. As soon as Myron says, because you don't know, it's good though, bruh.
Hey.
Yeah, no. Sorry. I'd be like, look, I'm sorry, but you guys got to go.
Yo.
Piss you off.
chill, bro. It's all right. We all right. We good.
Look at Myron's like, bruh. Now watch what Myron is looking at his manager like, bruh, your girl is out of pocket. This is what he's like, yo, you know what the fuck is going on here. Like the guy who's telling Myron to chill, I promise you would not tolerate this disrespect from anyone, man or woman, in his house. But now he's trying to tell Myron to chill. Now watch Myron.
We good. Let's keep going.
Look, Myron's like, yo, like, you see what the fuck is going on here? This is man speak right here. Myron is saying to whoever the fuck this dude is, he's saying to this dude, hey, look, I mean, like, you see what's happening. Like, come get your girl. But no, man, chill. No, fuck that. I'd have kicked them all out.
Bro, we
I
all
want to
right.
leave.
No, we are not
Please.
all right.
Yeah.
Please.
I won't.
Please.
Okay, just like from here on out, like please,
I'm on his
one
ass,
at a
he's
time
tripping.
because we're going to get short
we'll
right
start
now,
it
okay?
over. I
'Cause
promise.
She's still talking shit.
I won't say nothing. I
This
promise.
is the 5th time.
Okay.
You said that last time.
Yes.
See, the other girl was trying to save this thing. But, nope, not Asian doll. No, Asian doll is all about she's all about the just sitting there and just talking shit because she knows that her manager's got her back.
I want to leave. I'm
Fine,
here
bitch.
against my will.
Fuck it. Fucking leave, bitch.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. Let's start
Go
it
ahead.
over. Okay.
Part.
Then he popped
Myron,
his
dude,
monkey
Myron
set.
got up and left. He said, fuck this. And I'm going to tell you what, Myron got up and left. He probably needed to make sure he had some heat next to him in case shit popped off. Myron is not stupid. He's not stupid.
I was messed up.
I need one. Venmo me or send it to me via Uber Eats. Thanks. Bye.
We got Dixie Normus.
So
Did she leave after that?
yeah, it was they cut out the it was a 2-minute clip.
Oh, gotcha.
So what are your overall thoughts? Because you were actually the one that sent me the article on
This is a whole lot of nothing, man. The last thing he was aggressive.
Right.
I don't understand. I
Right.
think she's just trying to make a big
Thank
deal
you.
out of
100%.
nothing because somebody actually said, "Hey, knock it off. Hey,
right.
would you mind not talking while other people are talking? What is this, rocket science? I mean,
Right.
you know, I think she was ashamed that maybe she felt disrespected, so to speak, but really like someone put her in her place, and she's used to never being told how to do a thing in her life. So
No, I disagree with you
I
wholeheartedly.
don't know.
Yeah, listen, I disagree with you wholeheartedly. She's a disrespectful bitch, and the reason she was disrespectful is because she knew at least 2 dudes, if shit popped off, would have her back. Anytime Myron opened his mouth, dude, Myron never raised his voice. Myron
Nope.
swore he said, then get the fuck off. Okay, listen, you can construe that as aggressive or not, but Myron didn't raise his voice. He didn't get up. And again, you know what's interesting? All of the people trying to tear down Myron are persons of color. You don't see white people going after the Fresh and Fit podcast. And then again, that
unless
just
you're Kevin Ray Wilder.
well, Kevin Ray Wilder, he goes wherever the
He goes
wherever
after his own
nah,
tail.
he does that. He does that to try to get clout. But yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
every
it's a
time,
shame.
yeah,
It
every
really
time
is.
we turn around, man, somebody's trying to get the tea on Fresh and Fit.
It is a shame. I mean, I think they're doing great. They handled themselves really well. I don't see how he could have possibly handled that any better. And I think if she wasn't in it for the headline to try to make them look bad, and I have a feeling that she didn't want to go and do that spot in the first place.
Okay.
Because
okay.
one, she walked in late. Two, she just came out just blah, like had
Okay.
nothing to add. And this is after I believe they even said, "Hey, you know, basically you came in 2 hours late.
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and let you on the show." And then they let her plug all her stuff to their like 8,000 people watching,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I don't even know 8,000 people even know who she is. So it's
probably
still
do.
like it's still, but you know, like they were still being very respectful towards
Yes.
her.
Yes.
And for her, just the second that he says, and to correct someone who's not even her.
Right.
So he didn't even say it to her.
He said, "You a mean ass nigga," and Myron's like, I'm not gonna let you call me names in my house on my podcast.
And then she
all of
basically
a
tried
sudden,
to double down by saying, "Oh, you're."
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, well, like what's your problem? You can't be called mean, you know, like, you know, you're a whatever because you can't take an insult.
Listen, I place no blame on Asian Doll whatsoever. Asian Doll acted like the typical modern Western woman is supposed to act. She was disrespectful. She was out of pocket. This is just how today's modern women are.
That's a shame.
It's a shame, but that's how it is. I place the blame squarely on whoever the fuck that nigga was in the back telling Myron to chill. Telling Myron, hey, man, chill. Hey, man, chill out and let this woman who showed up to your podcast late continue to disrespect you in front of all of your followers and not to do anything about it. Nah.
Nope.
Yo, my man, whoever the fuck you are, you're out of pocket. You are fucking out of pocket. I'm going to tell you what, man. Girls like Asian Doll get dudes like that shot up or beat the fuck up. Because I'm gonna tell you what, listen, man, she'll disrespect the wrong motherfucker, and some shit might pop off. I'm just saying, like this is just how men. No one's gonna go after Asian Doll because she's a woman. But if you're back there enabling this chick, you really. listen, Asian doll represents everybody. We have all dated or seen guys who have dated women who would like to pop off at the mouth at everybody because they know that if shit hits the fan, you're going to jump in there with her. Dude, there are so many men in jail or 6 feet under because of some shit that a bitch did or said that was disrespectful to another
She's
dude.
literally the death of them.
Yep. Yeah, literally. Ay, ay, ay. Black Wolf Inc. with the $5 super chat says, Donovan, one day you should play Ebony and Ivory because you're both side by side working in harmony. Yes, I wanted to be corny there. It's oops, wait a minute. Wrong one.
It's over 9,000!
Appreciate that very, very much. Black Wolf Inc. also said, Donovan, O'Shea did a video. Oh my God. And it was pretty pro FNF. Oh, okay. Desmond Clark, $2 says O'Shea already did a video. He sided with her.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't give a. I mean, listen. I mean, I don't pay attention to anything anybody over there does. I really don't. Sith Lord Entertainment with the $50 super chat. Wow. Says, on a real note, really appreciate this content. I've learned so much and have absorbed this knowledge and better myself. Much respect to you. Thank you. Man, $50 super chat. Emmett Trill, $5 says, love Don and Dev's chemistry on here. Keep killing it. Looking forward to see DS handle the female 6. Oh boy. That's gonna be a very interesting show.
I think it'll go well. You've got some pretty even-tempered ladies
Yes.
lined up.
Yes, absolutely. Ease Chill, welcome to chat privileges. At Ease Chill to welcome him to the TSR family. Ease Chill, if you would, put your age and location in the chat. Slambright with the $5 super chat says, that is the voice of a woman who feels she can say whatever she wants to a man and know that she's not going to have consequences.
Yep.
Totally agree. C Iron Addict, $2 says, she should have just said my bad. Oh, no, but that's, listen, westernized modern women will never, ever say my bad, especially if they know they've got 2 niggas in the back who are willing to jump into her or to save her. D Nice, $2 says, Asian doll is a blue check IG clout chaser. I had no idea who she was before.
Me either. I had to look her up on Wikipedia.
And I'm not the most in tune person out there anyway, so that doesn't really say much. MGTOW Flight, $5 says, in all caps, it's her fault. If she was at work, I bet she would behave better. Her behavior and his behavior are to blame. I blame Asian doll for this. Nah, listen, man. Listen, I mean, was Asian doll responsible for her actions? Of course. But I don't blame her. I really don't. This is women who act like this are enabled by men. This is like if women were checked for their bad behavior, then women like Asian doll would cease to exist. That's just all there is to it. The only reason why she is able to act the way she acts is because of the dude who was on the couch. That's it. D Nice, $2 says, Myron always 10 toes downs like Donovan. Salute. Better believe it. MGTOW Flight, $2 in all caps says, Asian doll is responsible for Asian doll. Listen, I understand you're probably in the anger phase, MGTOW Flight. And yes, she is responsible for her actions. But what you need to understand, MGTOW Flight, is that, and listen, I'm never going to be the guy to say that women are terrible and it's all men's fault. No. I'm never going to be the guy to say that it's all our fault. Listen, women, we are all born with an inherent understanding of the difference between right and wrong. Nobody has to teach us how to lie or cheat or steal. We know how to do this. It's called original sin. You can look that up. However, I'm not going to disclaim responsibility for the state of American women. Feminism has been allowed to devolve into what it is because of women and because of men. Because so many men co-sign on this behavior, this is why women like Asian doll are able to do what they do. So we can sit here and say it's all women's fault. MGTOW Flight, you need to take some responsibility, man. You know, listen, women are responsible for themselves and nobody's putting a gun to their head, but that's kind of that's the problem is that today's women are not checked for their bad behavior. That is the fault of a man. And I'll tell you something else, MGTOW Flight. When's the last time you ever checked a woman for her bad behavior? Right? And you can say whatever you want, but this is how it works. You can blame all women and listen, I get it. You're in the anger phase, but you need to understand that we as men, we need to bear some of that responsibility as what just happened.
At the vet today, there was a woman there with probably like a 2-year-old boy and a puppy. and they took the puppy back, cute little black labish looking
Oh,
dog,
okay.
and the kid, they're sitting, on the bench a little farther down, and the kid is just,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
she's just like, stop it, sit down, like she just couldn't control the child, like she
Unbelievable.
couldn't preoccupy
course
him,
not.
she couldn't. The kid was just making so much noise that I was actually like, there was one dog, older dog, but you could tell he was nervous, so he's like whining, And I was like, that's what you expect to hear when you're at the vet, not
There
this
you go.
kid going crazy.
Right.
And I'm thinking in my head, and I almost texted this to you, but I was like, how can she train a puppy if she can't even handle a child? I know puppies. They drive you crazy.
Yeah, puppies drive you
like
fucking
that dog
mad.
is gonna be out of control.
It's going to be a shit show. That dog will probably end up at the shelter because she just can't handle it. That's just how it is. Wintrell, $5 super chat says, hit the like button. Yes, we are now 1,400. We have 1,500 people watching. Let's get that to 750. Send the Rockets, $5 says, Myron was 100% right to act how he acted. We have too many simps pandering to women's bad behavior. You better believe it. D Nice with the $2 super chat says, Dev, Asian doll is clout chaser, no talent. Okay, all right. J Denois 89, welcome to chat privileges. At J Denois 89 to welcome him to the TSR family. Please put your age and location in the chat. Absolutely. There was somebody. Yes, P Dub says her manager was on the couch cam. Yes. Like, dude, somebody needed to Yeah, King Life says her manager needs to shut the fuck up. Yeah, he needed to like, at that point, Myron gestured to, hey, like, come get your girl, man. Like, she's sitting here cussing me out on my show. Like, I don't need her. Like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to just tolerate disrespect from you? Fuck out of here with that, man. Wow, coming in hot and heavy. Appreciate that. Ease Chill says, oh shit, Devin's on camera. For those of you just joining, just go ahead and get this out of the way. This is the lovely and talented Devin. Wave. That is the quote unquote adjustable 3 that everyone has made such a big deal out of. Go to Instagram if you want to see pictures of her ass and her tits. Go to Instagram. Follow your boy. That's just how it is. Of course, Devin says no. D Nice $2 says Asian doll needs a viral moment for her IG. Well, she got it. Ease Chill says new year, new cast. Keep up the good work, guys. Appreciate that. Mr. J $10 says wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. He says, is she disrespectful?
Yep.
Is she feminine?
Nope.
Does she need the bitch slap?
Yep.
Is she wrong?
Nope.
Is nigga simping hard?
Yep.
Does she deserve to be there?
Nope.
Does she belong to the streets?
She belongs to the streets.
Yes, she does.
No, the fuck you didn't.
Yes, the fuck I did. Appreciate that. Stoic J, $5 says, like the damn stream. Appreciate that. Keith Simon, $10 Canadian says, finally, a sane video on this topic. I had to spend the whole day listening to black women declare themselves the supreme victim because Myron didn't let some ratchet millionaire disrespect him in his living room. Listen, I mean, look, man, they can talk about this all they want to. It is what it is. Adric Perez, $5 says, tuition past due. Thank you, Donovan. Continue to evolve. Absolutely. I cannot pronounce that name. $10 super chat. Ayak Tulak says, hey, Don, I don't know if you know much about Asian, but she's known for dating a dead rapper named King Von. Mm-hmm. He's known for catching 7 bodies. Damn. If you wonder why her ego is so high, that's why. Well, her ego is going to get her erased. She can't be going around talking to people like that. Nomadies says, okay. Bad behavior from women is often rooted in the cowardice of men. Okay, so I guess nobody is a philosopher. Okay, all right, appreciate that. Mr. J, $5 says, Lord, please forgive the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong, Lord, so that she might learn a hoe's place. Amen. MGTOW Flight says, Donovan, I'm an OG. That got over Red Pill Rage years ago. I'm sorry you don't know who I am. Asian doll would not behave like that at her job. Okay, I appreciate the super chat. Let's chill out with the all caps. I appreciate that. Okay, so our last and final topic for the day is none other than the, I guess, the second Godfather. Like, Rollo Tomasi's the Godfather, but Kevin Samuels, I mean, we can have more than one Godfather. So, Kevin Samuels did a 7-part series. He did a 7-part breakdown series with 4 Miami thoughts. Myself and Janelle Gordon, we broke the first one down yesterday. So Devin and I, we are going to break down this second one here. So let me turn on the sound. I've got the closed captions on so we can all see it. Let's do it.
I've never had that.
Oops, sorry about that.
You don't have to be defensive about it. I'm not being defensive. You seem kind of defensive, and I'm just saying. I don't ask you. Okay, what percentage of men do you think earn over $1 million a year?
Less than 10%.
Okay. 10% of men in this country earn $100,000 or more.
Yep.
10%.
All men.
All men.
Okay.
So, every woman at this table, with the exception of you, but I think you skewed down middle class. What you say is upper class, but you call it middle class. You're all wanting men, at least in the top 10%.
That's right.
All things being equal, what do you think the kind of man you would want from a woman?
What an upper class man would want from a woman.
Uh-oh.
Like
She don't know.
myself, he would want her to be able to have some sort of earning
Some sort of what?
potential.
Earning?
Earning potential financially because,
Okay.
you know.
Wait. They think that men who make more money, like men want certain things from certain women depending on how much money he makes. The men pretty much want the same thing no matter how much money he makes.
That's correct.
So they're
These
trying
women
to
think
pick and choose the qualities that they think they should give a man based
masculine
on his
traits.
net worth.
Yeah, masculine traits. The richer he is, the more money his woman should have.
Talking about his financial status, so they usually say, hey, I don't want a liability and some kids, like you and some kids, you know. So they want to see a woman that can, you know, has the ability to contribute
Okay.
A lot of
something.
times,
Say what?
she doesn't even know what she's saying.
I think she's drunk on the wine. Contribute something. No. We don't... Listen, man. Women... Dude, men who make... When a man reaches a certain financial threshold, we don't care how much money a woman makes. We do not care. That is not a factor. Why do women think this?
Women are thinking that they are good enough. They are only good enough if they can only attract somebody that's equal to them or better.
Yep.
So, and the bottom that they'll do is equal. So if they're here and they meet someone here, they're good.
Yep.
But if here for them is $85,000 a year,
There you go.
their dating pool automatically shrinks. So
I say this all the time.
They're
The more-
thinking that the more that they earn, the more that they're worth.
Right.
Which isn't it's not an inverse.
I've spoken about
reality.
this. I spoke about this way back in episode 185. The more money a woman makes, the further she shrinks her pool of potential suitors.
Yes.
That's what it is. Women think that the more money they make, the more opportunities they'll have with men, but that's not the case with women. That's the case with men.
To a certain degree, I think that in some ways, I think earning potential can help a woman get to a place where she can meet more men. That
Wait, what?
Like for example, if let's just use the healthcare industry as an
Nurses,
example.
doctors,
Yeah.
okay.
So nurses, they make a pretty good living.
They make a very good living.
And they're known to go after doctors, right?
Right.
But they're more likely to meet doctors or date within their working group because it's just people they spend 12 hours a day with.
I'll put it to you this way. A nurse is more likely to have an opportunity with a doctor than, say, a girl who works at Burger King. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
You're right. However, you want to know how that nurse can increase her livelihood of actually locking down the doctor? By not being a nurse.
Right.
How about this, Devin? How about be feminine? How about be feminine? How about be thin? Listen, man. Men of means do not need women of means. We need women who are obedient, who stay in shape, who make our lives better. If she has some sort of a passive income that doesn't take up any of her time, which is never true, that's not a bad thing. Listen, a woman, Jesus, if a woman can stay feminine and cooperative and submissive, having a nice income is like fake tits. They're nice, but it's not necessary.
Right.
Right? But again, any woman that makes enough money to make that much of a difference, most of the time does not know how to be feminine. I'm going to tell you this again, ladies. Men with money do not care about your money. That's just the way it is. And you want to know why women concentrate on making money? Because making money is a lot easier than actually being genuinely feminine. Notice that all of these masculine traits that women are trying to adopt, I'm not saying that it's easy to adopt masculine traits because it's hard even for men. But all of these things that women trying to be a boss bitch is a lot harder than actually being feminine and docile and submissive. That's why women are willing to die on this hill.
Not 50%, some of it.
Okay, so he would want you to make some money.
Yeah.
What else?
Looks.
What do you think? When it comes down to looks, what do you mean?
Uh-oh.
Just being attractive, not to just him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, men like to show off their women.
There we go. Be attractive, not just to him. Again, she is speaking from a woman's perspective. Women don't want men other women don't want. A man does not give a shit. If a man is that sexually attracted to a woman, he doesn't care that other guys are sexually attracted to her. That does not turn him on. I think Walter wants to get out. Yeah, he's probably got to go potty. There you go. All right. There you go. Right. So what she's talking about is pre-selection. Men think that, see, what she is saying is that she believes that men are attracted to women that are attractive to other men. No, we're attracted to attractive women. We all know a woman who's attractive is going to have suitors. We know that.
Right.
With women, not so much. Just because they think a guy looks good or is high value doesn't necessarily mean he is.
Mm-hmm.
The same rules don't apply. Any thoughts?
No, I agree, 100%.
Okay. All right.
So if he's a man of upper class and not just financially an upper class man, he carries himself, highly.
Okay.
Thank you guys so very much. We have 1,500 people watching, 800 likes. Listen, shout out to you guys, man.
Thinks of himself highly. He wants to have someone who
Anything
thinks of
else?
himself highly. Skill in the house. They want to be catered to.
Okay.
Sexual preference.
What do you think?
There you go.
In the room, in the bedroom.
What do you think?
You see, it's not that women aren't clueless. Like, they know what men want.
The kind of man you want, what do you think he wants someone want?
Adrilius Prime says it's easy for women to adopt masculine traits because they aren't accountable if they're outright wrong.
Yep.
Wow, very good.
I think that he will want someone who is kind, loyal, someone who's attractive, someone who has something going for themselves.
Listen, she was doing good. Let's go through this
I
again.
think that he will want someone who is kind, loyal, someone who's attractive, someone who has something going for themselves.
Something going for themselves.
So she's right. If you are looking for an average middle class man, he's going to want you to have an income and something to bring to the table so that when you have kids, you both can support them.
Absolutely.
Because he doesn't make enough to support everybody.
That's right.
So maybe these women are just saying that they want a high value man, but preparing for that not to happen. What's going on here?
You're wrong. And I understand where your mind is going, but what's happening here is they're trying not to look bad. Okay, they know they're on camera. They know that this is Kevin Samuels. They're trying to justify being a boss bitch. Kind, feminine, sexy, submissive, all of those things. Those are all good things.
Right.
But then she throws in and has something going for herself. Let's let her finish her thought because maybe we're wrong.
Because women are
working for a good company or being an entrepreneur.
There it is. Working for a good company and entrepreneur. So basically, a woman with money.
Is that like hide the gold digger type of
No.
tactic or something?
No, Dev, listen. What she is describing is she is describing what she wants in a man.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I forget which law this is of the 49 laws of Sharpe. Ask a woman what kind of woman she is, and she will describe the kind of man that she wants. That's how this is. She wants a go-getter, blah, 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 blah. We don't care about a woman who works for a big company or being an entrepreneur or going to school. No, we want you to be available, submissive, and obedient and cooperative. We don't care. We don't care. All four of these women said exactly the same thing. They're not going to give up. I want to be an entrepreneur. All they're really doing here, Dev, and I want to get your thoughts on this, they're just looking for a reason to concentrate on other things other than him. I think that's what this is. I think that, well, I don't have time to cater to my man because I'm too busy being a boss bitch. I think that's what it is.
Well, if their life, their success of their life or their present state is based on their relationship status, then they're an abject failure. So they've got to have something to fall back on.
I agree, but they don't know that.
It's interesting that even though he's saying, what do you think a man wants? Not what kind of man do you want?
Right, right.
She's still doing the same pony trick.
There you go. All four women are saying the same thing. They're telling Kevin what... See, this is the deal. Women want us to want what they offer. We only want what you have to offer if we can use it. They keep... And listen, yes, kind, submissive, and you gotta look good. All of this boils down to being a boss bitch. Having my own money. High-value men want a woman who has her own money. No, we don't. And it's not to keep you in a weak, subservient position. It's just that we understand that if you are a female and you are a high earner, whether you work for a big company or you're an entrepreneur, that is going to take you away from your number one job, which is taking care of him. That's what this is. Ladies, the jig is up. Any woman who wants to die on the boss bitch entrepreneurship hill just wants an excuse to be able to focus on things other than the high value man you are committed to. High value men want men who are devoted to them, not anyone or anything else. This includes other people, other companies, or your business. Your business is him. That's the bottom line.
So just doing something.
See? Doing something.
Someone who also
yep.
knows how to present themselves to the public because you're a reflection of him.
What do you think?
There you go. See that? She snuck in the boss bitch and, oh, yeah, present well in public. Okay, great.
And that I reply.
You were going to say something?
No, I'm... Keep going.
What he would want, someone who's independent, willful, ambitious, charismatic.
Independent, willful, ambitious, charismatic. That sounds like a very attractive man.
Yeah, it does.
Right? Again, ask a woman, ask any chick what kind of woman she is. She will tell you the kind of man she wants.
Introverted.
Introverted? How can you be charismatic and introverted?
He didn't ask him to make sense.
He didn't, but she's describing a woman. Like, sweetheart, you can't have it all. Like, hold on, watch this. Just watch this.
Charismatic.
Willful, ambitious, charismatic, and do all these things as an introvert. There's no such... Dude, come on.
Introverted. You just described the Thigma male.
Oh, my God, yes. The Thigma... Oh, Jesus, don't get me started. The Thigma male can be charismatic and introverted all at the same time, all the time, and he is a natural with the ladies. For the Thigma male can be whatever he wants to be, and is a shapeshifter by nature.
And I would have
Hashtag the Thigma male.
to say, I don't think I would want a guy that actually.
Those fucking idiots, man. They're still mad about that. They're still mad about that. Jesus Christ.
Care about looks at all.
Care about looks?
Yeah, that cares about looks.
Okay.
I don't always think like this.
What would you
The Thigma male has a 17-inch sausage which he can ascend at any time.
think the kind of man you would want from a woman?
Ooh, he just asked him the $1 million question. What do you think the kind of man that you wants from a woman like you? Let's listen and watch.
I think the kind of man would want from a woman like me, like a genuine partner, like a solid partner, not just somebody that's just there. You know.
See, somebody that's just there. That is code. Somebody that's just there is somebody that is submissive and lives for him. That's what, Dev, this is the coded language. Somebody who's got something and not just there. Dude, I'm telling you right now, modern women do not want to be submissive. They don't want to serve men. They want all the benefits of having a man being devoted to them without having to be devoted to him. Well, you can't just want her to just be there. Oh, no, you're not just here. You're sucking my dick. You're doing my laundry. You're doing my dishes. You're helping me out.
Well,
these women aren't interested in that.
The modern woman today wants to have her successful, high-value man, but also run her own company so that she can have a maid, a cook, a personal trainer, and a surrogate to carry their children for them so it doesn't ruin her perfect body. And then they get the nanny, and she can still continue to do her thing, but she's serving her man because she provided him with children and is taking care of the house by what? You know, like it's a weird...
It's not weird at all.
Cyclical thing we got going here.
Well, she says, you shouldn't be a woman that's just there. That is code for a woman who is there for her man. See, any woman who says, well, I'm a stay-at-home wife, I cook, I clean, I stay home all day, I make sure I'm fit, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner waiting for him on the table. That's a woman that's just there. Damn, girl, you don't do anything else. What do you do that makes you happy? Well, that does make me happy. What's wrong with you, girl? Oh. That's what this is. Listen, I'm going to say this again. This is why modern women are going to die on the boss bitch hill. They want us to think that we want women who have something else going on. Gentlemen, all this is women justifying focusing on things other than their man. That's it. I'm an entrepreneur. That means you're focusing on your business. I'm an attorney. You're focusing on your cases. Literally, that's all this is. And this woman just verified it.
That makes sense for what?
Number one. Number two, yeah, the partner thing. Dev, we are not partners.
Thank God.
We are not partners, and we are not fucking friends. I love you very much, but we are not partners. No. I am the captain, you are the chambermaid. I am the pilot, you are the flight attendant. I am the engineer, you are the person that is the bartender in the drink cart. That's how this works.
What he's got going on, like two make it four.
What are some things though?
Having a good girl, like a good foundation, good family ideals.
Okay.
Good work ethic. Great.
There it is.
Applying for a job.
Well, listen, again, good family ideals, all that. Good work ethic. Good work ethic benefits someone in the corporate world, on the job market, and being an entrepreneur. Again, Dev, every time a woman talks about something that will benefit them in corporate America or on the job force or to make money is to give themselves permission to focus on something other than the man. That's all it is.
She started off good.
Yes, she did.
Yes.
But then they snuck him in.
Someone who
Good
comes
work.
from a good, solid family, has a traditional upbringing.
Yep.
A woman who knows enough about home economics that she can run a household efficiently and frugally.
That's right.
During good times and bad.
Yep.
Those are the things that you should be thinking about.
And when she says...
I have good work ethic. I get the dishes done once a week, every week.
Shit.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, what are we talking about here?
Look, check this out. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Oh, you have good work ethic? For real? Can you do laundry? Do you know how to do dishes? You know what I'm saying? Like, can you cook? Can you clean? Like, can you press a shirt?
Speaking of work ethic, I did press a shirt for you. For
A
the
shirt?
first time. Four of them.
Oh, my God.
In 5 years, everybody.
So I'm going to have to...
I'm up in my laundry game.
It's not like she isn't willing. I just don't trust... Listen, Devin is good at a lot of things. Laundry is not
Got that starch
one
out.
of them. Are my shirts... Did you burn...
I didn't burn anything. But I am going to buy us a new iron because I don't like that iron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Devin's... listen, you used to be... Listen, Devin's still terrible at laundry, but she's not as terrible, so I'll give her credit. Walter wants
Okay,
in.
got it.
Personality, genuine, just kind of true to who you are.
Okay. Would you be surprised if I told you all of you ladies just described a man?
There it is. There it is. Look.
The characteristics you're talking about.
Look, crickets.
You describe men. But you described what the kind of woman the man would want, and you described the woman as a man.
There it is.
Ambitious.
Yep.
Earning.
Yep.
Entrepreneur.
Yep.
Are women not supposed to have those traits?
Okay.
Nope.
The kind of men that
Street Fighter 88 says, shirt pressing is a skill. I want a crisp crease. Crisp! He wants a crispy.
the number one thing men of value want from a woman is cooperation. Number two is femininity. There's a hierarchy in relationships. These men, when asked what they want from a woman, they want a woman who is happy and comfortable with playing her role because it's important.
That's right.
But what the kind of
see this?
Okay. The kind of I asked you what the kind of man you would want in a woman. Okay.
And she described a dude.
But you described a woman as with masculine traits, and this is what tends to happen.
There you go.
Women tend to look at men. You look at this called attraction symmetry. Women tend to look at men and think that they would be attracted to what I find attractive.
What Kevin is describing is what I have said for years. Attraction is not symmetrical. I talked about this back in episode like in the 270s. The things that make us attractive to women are not the same things that make women attractive to us. Attraction is asymmetrical. What these women just described was a dude because they're thinking like women.
If this is the case, then why do we find, especially in the black community, the more educated a woman is, the more single she is? Why is it that we find across all groups, the more a woman earns, the more single she is? If men want entrepreneur, go-getter, boss chicks. It's not intimidation. That's basically.
There we go. Is it intimidation?
They're intimidated. That's another thing of saying, like, equating unattractiveness with being intimidated. Again, like, hey, we don't find that attractive. Oh, you're scared? No.
Well, listen. This is shaming language. This is shaming language. Okay. You don't want a boss bitch, so you're intimidated. Look, check this out. The way I counter this argument is this. Could I handle a bratty kid if I really had to? Of course. That doesn't mean I want to. Listen, I can handle a woman who's a boss bitch and all this other kind of stuff. Those women tend to be the most submissive only during sex. That doesn't mean I fucking want to because they are a fucking headache.
That's making what men want a negative.
There you go.
Men just don't want it. It's not a negative. They just don't want it.
Are you saying it's masculine to be so educated?
Well, it's not.
Are you kidding me? She's actually asking.
No, it's not a matter of being educated. Women have often gone to college to find a husband, to be educated. It's not a matter of education. It's a matter of what men want. Men don't want partners. They want wives.
That's right.
They don't want. Because you said something about skill and earning and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
But then 10 minutes before that, you don't want to have to be responsible for anything.
There it is. See that? A man wants a boss bitch and this and that and the other. Well, how much do you want to have to earn? Well, I don't know. I don't want to have to earn anything. Well, which is it then, sweetheart?
Financially, really. So today, many women are going to school to get degrees, putting on all this debt and everything else, which is fine to live a single life. But then when a man comes, all of a sudden, it's supposed to change and he's supposed to want this. And this is what we're starting to hear.
Walter farted.
Did he really?
He farted.
So many women today talk about the dating market. It sucks. Why can't I find a good man out here? What these men are looking for? And when men start saying what they want, you start hearing that it's, what'd you say, intimidation.
Yes, intimidation.
No.
Yes, Walter farted, so it's about to get real.
No, it's not intimidation.
You smell
they just don't want it. Not the way you guys think they do. Is that surprising?
No.
The difference between...
Is that surprising? No. Okay.
Possibility and probability. Is going to be really important in our conversation tonight.
Listen very closely, gentlemen.
And also the ability to...
Look at these nails. All of these women have these fucking like, how do you do anything?
I have no idea. It's nasty.
Like, Janelle kept it real. She said, look, man, those are unsanitary. How do you wipe your ass with those nails? Like, that's the one thing I have really wondered.
A lot of toilet paper.
What if a nail pokes through?
Ooh. Oh.
accept facts, figures, statistics, data.
There you go. Casual Germ says, good job, Walter.
Yeah, because often, you know, it tends to become problematic because
That's right.
We start getting into numbers and things like that. So,
and you don't want to get into numbers with Kevin.
Do you think a woman should tailor?
Here we go. This is where the rubber meets the road, guys.
Her life around the needs of the man she needs.
Uh-oh. So what Kevin just asked, let's listen to that again. I love how Kevin sets these bitches up because he already knows what he's doing. Just listen.
Into numbers and things like that. So, do you think a woman should tailor her life around the needs of the man she needs?
Do you think a woman should tailor her life around the needs of a man she needs?
She needs a man.
Girl, I don't need no man. Fuck what you heard. Okay. Here we go.
She needs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. You said no.
Oh, she said no.
I grew up different. So
Oh, I grew up different.
Tailor her life around her needs and what she wants. It should never be about the man or needing a man.
There it is. It should never be about the man or needing a man. So the way she was brought up is that she should never tailor her life around what a man wants or needs. It's not about needing the man. There it is. I don't need no man.
Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't need. Hold on. So you. Oh my God. Don't need men.
For example, you keep asking about what percentage do you want to take care of in your
What,
family.
the French toast?
And how you explained it. If that person were to leave, you're left with all of it. And if you can't hold that up, now you're in debt. You know what I'm saying? So a woman should tailor herself around taking care of herself to make sure she can support herself. Like she said at first, 100%.
Okay.
She can take care of everything.
Well, okay.
This is interesting. So another boss bitch argument is that, well, I gotta have my own shit because if things go awry, I don't want to be left out in the cold. Ladies, I don't know if you realize this, but y'all in the relationship most of the time. Better than 9 times out of 10, women end the relationship. Okay? Women file 90% of the divorces. Those numbers have been updated. It ain't 80% anymore. 9 out of 10 divorces are filed by women. 9 out of 10, guys. 9 out of 10. Better than 9 times out of 10, it's the woman who breaks up with the man via branch swinging or whatever the case may be. Men don't leave women. Men don't break up with or divorce women. They just don't. Better than 90% of the time, women end the relationship in some way, shape, or form. So the fact that you need to be a boss bitch in case something happens, you're preemptively telling a man that you plan to be up out of there in the first place. You're planning to end the relationship. That's why you need to be. Now, they don't realize that this is what they're telling you, but this is what they're telling you. Once again, all of these reasons to be a boss bitch or to have other shit going on is to give her an excuse to focus on something other than the man. That's it.
But you mentioned not needing a man, though. I want to challenge that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
74% of black women in this country earn less than $50,000 a year.
Uh-oh.
9% earn over $75,000.
Uh-uh.
Unless you're going to earn what 2 people make,
Nope.
you need a man.
Yep.
Because once you hit retirement age, after you've exhausted whatever you saved, there is no Social Security.
That's right.
There is no safety net. What happens to anybody who can't pay their bills? Once you run out of money, where you...
That's what happens. It's game over. Once you run out of money, it's game over. Now listen to what these women say.
What happens?
Homelessness. She said bankruptcy. See, there's always a way out.
Welfare. Welfare rolls are limited.
Nope.
Hell no.
So if you were 60, I could pull up stats right now, but if you were, like you said, you don't need a man, and you just work and you have a
You can't
good
just
job.
be on welfare indefinitely.
What's that?
You can't just be on welfare indefinitely. Most
No.
states will limit it like to a 2 years, 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. So they need another plan.
50 grand is not anything to sneeze at.
Like the expectancy of what
Uh-oh.
my job would be. Like why I don't want a man, why I said
Well, my thing is, are you going to have enough to pay for yourself regardless? Okay, so $2.4 million is what you will need to retire.
Oh my God.
By age 65.
Guess what? $2.6 million or 2.6 million. That's a lot of money. Do any of these bitches have it?
Nope.
2.4 million cash. Not stocks, not in investments, cash.
Damn.
You'll have that.
I will have more than that, 100%.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, as long as you know you're going to have that.
So she knows she's going to have $2.4 million.
100%.
Stop the cap.
She said that with a straight face.
With a straight face.
But
see, women always lie or cap just to win an argument. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have that 100%.
Oh
and
yeah,
how
she's gonna get it from her inheritance from her parents when they pass away when she's 54. You know, like everyone's betting on something.
Yeah, right,
other
exactly.
than what they're actually going to do.
Here's a thought, and all these women are still in their 20s. Clean up your act, become feminine, and lock down a high-value man.
I talk to women every day who are earning more than a lot of women, but they're far away from that.
There it is.
So this notion of not needing a man, we need each other. And that's what's starting to happen today. The homeless population of women is popping up. Women.
Now that I didn't know. The homeless population of women is starting to pop up. Damn. Like when's the last time we saw a homeless woman was in Vegas, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
Or was it, I don't know, we were in Philly. We were in downtown Philly. I very rarely see homeless women, but damn, if that's the case, we're in trouble.
And children are the largest group of...
BK from the Rockies says, Dev, unfortunately, there's a population of folks who will be on public assistance for generations. Wow.
Homeless. Because this whole notion that we don't need one another. All right, that's fine. You can do what you want to, but at some point, these countries aren't set up for individual middle income workers to retire in luxury, to retire and live. They're just not.
Listen, this is probably the sneak tip, one of the most important points that Kevin makes. The Western economy is not designed for people. It's not designed for women to be single. It's just not. No. This is why, and it's you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. So we got these boss bitches making a bunch of money. Okay, you'll be good financially, but guess what? You ain't got no man, right? Now we've got these other girls who don't. We have most other women who aren't making, what did he say, 74%, don't make over 50, whatever the case may be. At that point, you got to use what the good Lord gave you. Listen, ladies.
These women are lucky to be attractive enough to go out and find someone who makes a good living.
I just don't understand. I will never understand it.
I don't understand it either. I mean, I missed this lesson when I was growing up. The whole, well, use your looks, find someone.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
Like I married young, but I didn't do it for money, you know.
Right, yeah, you did because you thought you wanted an equal.
I thought, oh, he's my equal.
Yeah, right.
This will work forever.
Oh, my God, yeah, no, it did not. Mr. J, $5 says 90%. A lot of men are single scared, which is another reason men walking away from the dating scene market or waking the hell up. Exactly. Men are sick of getting burned. They're sick of getting divorced, EPAR'd. They're sick of getting cheated on. And these women are steady out here talking about, well, if anything happens, bitch, something is going to happen. Better than 90% of the time, women end relationships in some way, shape, or form. So miss me with this color purpling of society like Kevin calls it.
So why am I saying all that? Because there's a difference between, when I asked you all what you want to be at 50 years old.
I want to be a boss bitch. I want to be somebody's bad 50-year-old wife.
And I said the clock is ticking.
Yes, it is.
In order to have the security and stability you want, it requires thinking today and planning. Where were any of you guys taught any of that?
I get taught, by the way, my dad is military. I'm very knowledgeable.
That's what this girl looks like. She's attractive enough. Like, lose the oversized fake lashes, the fake hair. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've learned at a young age and
super strange.
I come from military on both sides. The military doesn't teach that.
No, you know what the military does teach you though? A lot of work ethics.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of how you handle your.
It's work ethic, not ethics.
stuff and things like that. And then my father's also, he was an accountant for the military.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to finances, and I grew up with him, I learned with him as well. So
Work.
And where's the part where your dad taught you about the Wolverine fingernails?
How is she adding numbers on
She's talking about my dad was an accountant. How are you even on a calculator? Right? Like, come on, man. Come on.
Work ethic is good, but competence
Yeah, work ethic is good around the house, ladies.
in this country gets compensated. And the reality is none of us are taught this stuff. Not in school.
Nope.
We're not taught how to date. We're not taught anything. What are we taught about? Taught about dating and relationships.
I'll tell you, women are taught, I wasn't, but I watched it happen. Women are taught at home first. Women are taught to be wives only, or to be just a...
Stop the cap.
What the fuck is she talking about? Women are taught to be wives? Since when? Since when? What is this woman talking about?
You need role models in order to learn that.
Not on.
Most
Listen,
women don't have that.
Of course they don't. But this is why women are giving themselves permission to act like this. Well, we're going against society's norms. I don't know if she realizes this, but society's norms are exactly what you guys are perpetuating. Women aren't teaching their daughters to become wives anymore. They're not.
No.
They're talking about you don't need no man, get out there and earn. What the fuck is she talking about?
A mother, when before a little girl even knows what anything is.
Oh my God.
We're not really taught about relationships. We're kind of groomed to be wives.
Oh my God. What? Did this woman just say that we're kind of groomed to be wives? None of those women look like wives. None of those women are wives. This woman is lying.
Stop the cap.
Look at Kevin. Look at Kevin's face. You see Kevin's face? Kevin is like, wait, huh? Look at Kevin's face. Watch.
We're not really taught about relationships.
Watch Kevin. Watch him.
We're kind of groomed to be wives, to be kind of...
Kevin's like, the fuck? That's a screen cap right there. That's a screen cap right there. Hold up.
Groomed to be a
Groomed
wife.
to be wives.
And what are men groomed for?
What, the French toast?
That's what Kevin's
Doesn't
thinking.
make any sense.
No. It doesn't make any sense because what she is saying is inaccurate. Women are not groomed to be wives, least of all her.
Where were you? Okay. Were you raised in this country?
He said, were you raised in this country? I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, where's the wife grooming school?
Because you're saying women were taught to be wives and mothers. I'm 52. I haven't seen that.
If you pay attention, they are.
No.
Are you sick?
Okay, no disrespect. Hold on. No. And I talk to women every day for the last 2 years.
Kevin does not need to have talked to women every day for the last 2 years for him to know that women are not groomed to be wives. Where is she getting this from?
I think
Why is she
maybe
saying this?
she's thinking about like toys for little girls, like dolls and kitchen sets and things like that. Maybe.
Nope.
I have no idea.
Dude, she's making shit up. She's making shit up. That's what she's doing. Again, women lie and they cap to win arguments. I see this all the time.
Okay, that's what we can't do. You can't do that just because you don't like what I'm saying.
Listen.
Hold on. But the difference, you can't, hold on.
Just listen.
If you pay attention, they are.
No.
A lot of women, because when women get out into the
Okay, no disrespect. Hold on. No. And I talk to women every day for the last 2 years. Okay.
You didn't
There
talk
it
to
is.
all
Do you
of
talk
them?
to all women? Yeah. That's the move. That's the move. Oh, so you've talked to every single woman? He's talked to enough over a 2-year period to know, and he doesn't have to talk to every woman to know that women are not raised to be wives. Just look outside. Live your life. Unbelievable. And so now they're starting to show their true colors. Oh, so you've talked to all women?
That's what we can't
This
do.
is just more of you can't tell me what my reality is.
Yes,
because
I'm
living
living
it.
my truth.
We can't do that just because you don't like what I'm saying.
Well, you don't
Hold
like
on.
what I'm saying,
But
so
the
I
difference, you
kinda
can't.
feel like
Hold on. No.
Uh-oh.
Time out.
I'm not a child. I don't feel like I should be.
Okay.
Time to bring out Tevin Manuel.
I'm talking
Ty, you
about for the
stupid.
video. We can't be over talking one another. And whether you liked it or not, I'm going to have to call breaks. I'm going to have to moderate the discussion. Okay, so it's not about treating you like a child. I don't know you. It's not that serious.
It's not.
But the point I'm ultimately...
Oh, she's a last word type of bitch. You see? Now we are, so this is part 2. Now we're 30 minutes into this interview. Because the first one was about 15 minutes. This is a 15-minute, we're about 12 and a half minutes in. And now she's over talking him. See, the minute Kevin starts to really quiz her on the details, and now that there's a disagreement, now she's talking through him. And now every time he says something, she's got to say something.
That's a bad look.
It's a bad look, and this is where the what did you call it? Conditioned the conditioned combativeness, the adversarialness. I don't know if that's a word or not, right? But now the Western woman is starting to come out in her. Now she can't argue. Oh, so have you talked to all the women? So now the claws are out, right? And now she's talking through him, and now she's talking, I'm not treating, it's not that serious. And she's like, it's not. Last word type of bitch. So now Kevin's going to have to check this bitch.
Not only that, he's sitting there doing this interview in a setup. It's not like they just ran into each other on the street. She knows what the roles are of this discussion and what he's trying to do.
But she can't help herself, Devin. It doesn't matter if it's Kevin Samuels, Tevin Manuels, or Tevin Smith. This is how women have been raised. And it's funny, she just sat here and talked about women have been raised and groomed to be wives, yet she's going back and forth with a man in his 50s who is a multi-millionaire about what it takes to be a wife and showing disrespect. Yeah, you were raised to be a wife, all right. A wife for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
Making is 26% of women in the black community are married.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
So to say that women are taught to be wives and mothers when most aren't married.
There you go. This woman just sat here and said, with a straight face, I might add, we are raised and groomed to be wives, but most women in this country are not married. In the black community, it's like, what is it? What do you say? 26% of black women are married.
And
I mean, come on.
everything that she described, I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but she described all of the traits and everything of a single mother. So it's almost like she was raised to be a single mother.
Oh, boy. Oh, no, you didn't.
About
oh, my God.
her own business and how much money she's making and all of this stuff.
Oh,
and,
boy.
You know, it's yikes.
Listen, man, you said it, I didn't.
Doesn't stand up to the facts.
Marriage, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Marriage doesn't work. Why does marriage not work? I know. Well, there are many, many reasons why marriage doesn't work. But the bottom line is that women file for divorce better than 9 times out of... I'm trying to tell you.
It doesn't work. And then
marriage doesn't work because women don't know how to be wives.
There you go. And at the first sign of trouble... See, here's the problem with modern women. Modern women want the butterflies 24/7. I fell out of love with him means I don't have the butterflies anymore. That's really what that is. When the butterflies stop, when the honeymoon period is over, they get the attention deficit dick disorder, right? Not only that, at the first sign of trouble, women, they pull the ripcord. This is why marriage doesn't work.
Women need to learn how to deal with adversity in a relationship.
Yes.
I mean, it's not always sunshine and roses. I mean, that part is great, but learning how to work together to get through hard times, and also it's mostly getting through those hard times in a relationship. 99% of it is putting your own feelings to the side because you care enough about the other person to let it go.
There you go. That's it. That's it. But modern women ain't here for that. Nope. If he talked to me in some kind of way, I don't get butterflies anymore. I need to go.
Selfish entitlement. It's the same. This is the same exact issue that we saw on The Fresh and Fit.
Yes. Yeah, the entitlement.
Like all these women are going to the same school of thought, but it's...
Well, they're not going to wife school. That's for goddamn
they're
sure.
They're definitely not going to wife school, etiquette school, but they're going to potty mouth school.
Yes, they are. Like the bitch on TikTok.
Are usually groomed as a child to, this is what you do. You find a good man. You got to do this. Da, 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 da. It's always about finding a good man. Woo, woo, woo. Women aren't really, what I was trying to say was that...
What? She's going back to that lie. Women are not groomed or taught to find a good man. They're just not. They're not.
I mean,
What is she talking about?
I mean, I think she's saying overall society says women should get married.
Says who?
Find a man and get married.
No, our society doesn't say that anymore. Look around us, man. Society is continuously pushing women to be single. Like, honestly, like the U.S. economy profits off of black women being single. It actually profits off of women being single. The economy does great when women are single, right? That's why they don't like content like this. No, they got to stop what we're doing because people are going to wake up, wait a minute, it doesn't really work. It doesn't work for me emotionally. It works for the economy societally, financially, but no. When like the U.S. Western economy it thrives on women who are single because now you have more people, more women having mortgages, right? You have more homeowners than ever because more women are single. You have more women with credit cards. Women are impulsive. They spend money. That's just how it is. Now think about it. You have a man and a woman. If a man and a woman are
women aren't buying homes.
Yes, they are. Like, dude, are you serious?
Really?
A man and a woman. Okay? You got a man and a woman. If they get married or if a man and a woman gets married, they probably have 4 or 5 credit cards between them. They have one mortgage. They might have a car or two if they're middle class. If they're not together, the man's got a mortgage, the woman's got a mortgage. And if she doesn't have a mortgage, she's paying rent. Right? She probably has 4 or 5 credit cards. He has 4 or 5 credit cards. So if men and women are not in relationships, you have more individual consumers. You understand what I'm saying? I
understand.
But if they're together, they're really counted as one consumer. That's really what it is. So the more single people you have, the more independent consumers you have in the economy.
Okay.
Women aren't really, or people, even boys, aren't really taught specifically about dating or relationships. I feel like people are just kind of groomed to and give them the basic, find a good man, find a man with a job, and figure it out. And then the men are they tell the men, get a job, handle business.
The stereotypes.
Type thing. No one's really taught about relationships. People are kind of groomed to just be the basic.
Does she think this is the 1980s?
I don't think she knows what the word groomed means.
Listen, what she is doing is she is giving us she's giving us the rhetoric that existed 30 years ago. That's what she's talking about. And this woman is in her 20s. Yes. Nothing about the way people are educated and brought up today has anything to do with what she's saying. It is quite literally the opposite.
Stereotype or anything of what they feel like marriage.
So what does work?
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
We have a track record of what works.
And we have a track record.
Okay, I allowed you to speak uninterrupted for about a minute.
Oh shit! Oh,
okay.
Uh-oh.
I did.
He put her in check.
I gave you that respect.
You did. I gave
okay.
you listen to you talk too. You have respect, mutual.
Are you serious? You see Kevin pause and hesitate?
Is that an issue here?
Oh.
There it is. There it is. Do you see that?
Yeah.
At that point, now she's got to have the last word. I gave you respect. So every time Kevin says something, she repeats it back to him. Wow. Women like that, absolutely, positively, boy, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Oh, man. It makes me funny to think about, if any of these type of women, roll up on a dude like you and try to get away with that. My tendencies weren't that bad, but I still had quite a few. And you were like, oh, you're going to be that kind of girl, huh? You're going to be the last word kind of girl.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I guess I am.
I scrapped that out. I remember, you probably remember this. We were at the other place, and I was driving, and I was like, well, where's the automatic headlamps or something like that? And I couldn't find it. I was like, which one of these is the automatic? You said the one that says auto. I said, oh, you want to be a fucking comedian now, do you? I stamped that shit out. I stamped that shit out real quick. These are the kinds of women, these are the last word type of bitches. They always feel like they gotta have the last word. They think that everything is a fucking competition. That's why Kevin had to get back, because we don't see her facial expressions. Kevin does. Kevin was like, listen, I gave you the respect and listened to you talk. Now it's my turn. She says, well, I gave you the respect and listened to you too. There was no need for her to say that. All she's doing now, she's just being confrontational.
It's just adversarial.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's confrontational.
Yeah, there's a subtle art of less is more.
Dude, these bitches have no idea.
And I'm not talking about clothing. I'm talking about.
Ah, you stupid.
I'm talking about words. I'm
Okay.
talking about, the way that you present yourself. You often make the best and biggest impression by not showing those types of qualities that are so common today. Women are afraid of being the wallflower or, seen as
Wallflowers.
a pushover.
Listen, wallflowers get wifed up.
Exactly.
That's what happens. Cage Jackson, hang on a second. Cage Jackson, welcome to Chat Privileges. At Cage Jackson, to welcome him to the TSR family. Black Bruce Lee, welcome to Chat Privileges. At Black Bruce Lee, to welcome him to Chat Privileges. Cage Jackson says, just join the content. I'm 38 from North Carolina. Good for you, man. Yeah, I spent a lot of time out in North Carolina. Diggler Treehorn, shout out to you. Says, hey, D Sharpe. It's Sean and Tampa, your fellow Red Pill Music Snatch Slayer. Get after it, brother. Yeah, Sean and Tampa, man. Oh my God, he had so many stories to tell. Him and Rolo could probably tell a lot of stories. Mr. J with a $5 super chat says a lot of men. Oh, wait, I've already read that. Sorry about that. Mr. J, another $5 super chat says, the biggest fear that surpasses child support and alimony, paying child support for a child that isn't his and still has to pay after proof. They'll prove that the child is not his, but he still has to pay because he signed the birth certificate. R.I.P. RP Mike. I don't know how that happened. There's two of me on the screen. R.I.P. RP Mike says, women are taught to take the road of least resistance. Good advice is hard to do. Bad advice is easy to do, Donovan Sharpe. Yes, good advice is hard to follow. Bad advice, very easy to follow. Mr. J, another $5, says, groomed to be wives. And why are there 90% divorces? Is she being foolish?
Yep.
Is she not listening?
Nope.
Does she have the need to be right?
Yep.
Dude, these bitches are something else. Mr. J, another $2, says she's missing one of the three S's. Silence. Mr. J says, what does work is the wall when they hit past 40. That's how it is, man. That's generally how this works. Dev, hell of a maiden voyage. I think you did quite well in your on-screen debut. How do you think you did?
I did okay.
Okay. You were very nervous.
Yeah, I was. I think this is
How do you
fun.
feel now?
I'm glad I'm glad to be a part of the show, and I hope it actually adds value to.
Well, you've been a part of the show for years.
Yeah.
Just not a visual part of the show.
Yeah, I need to get a chair that locks because I keep going like this.
That's fine. That's a habit. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a bad habit. Just, dude,
I get
keep your... No. That's fine because that's what makes you...
anxiety or
That's fine.
restlessness or
That's
something.
fine. That's fine. All your verbal tics and all that stuff, just leave that how it is because you have to be as comfortable as possible.
All right. Well,
oh, go ahead.
try not to say, every 5 seconds. And yeah, I'm aware of it.
I say listen every 10 seconds.
I'm not really cut out for this, so this will be a learning process for me.
Yeah, you know how this goes. Hang on a second. Oh, Apollo on the Sharpe Stream side says, just like the guy that got knocked out at the Steelers preseason game because his woman was mouthing off to a man, then put her hands on him. They both got served an ass whooping. Real talk. The Pittsburgh mogul on the Sharpe Stream side says, permitting her on the show after arriving 2 hours late likely encouraged her acting out and her arrogant sense of entitlement. Accepting such things often comes with this type of risk. Maybe this was exactly what Myron wished to illustrate to his audience. If so, mission accomplished. That makes sense. Jay Blaze on the Sharpe Stream side says, men are typically honorable. If you give a man your best years, they will stay with you. Absolutely. Jay Blaze 11 says, groomed to be whores, more like it. Yes, I would clearly agree with that. Kayvon Slims, $5 super chat says, when she says wives, she's using wives in the abstract. Okay. All right. Very good. Ice Dragon Kid says, glad Dev got a cam. That's how it is. Absolutely. Yeah, Dev looks great. Wintrell says, yeah, Dev looks great. Donovan has brought in an excellent co-host. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, Dev looks good. Is she a 10? No. Nope. Clearly not a 10. But now you guys get to see her live and in living color, and you can judge for yourself. Listen, if you want to say she's a 5 or a whatever, people who are looking at the screen can clearly see that Devin is not unattractive. That's good enough for me and just about everybody here. So if anybody still has shit to say, they're being disingenuous. It is what it is. All right. Listen. Hell of a maiden voyage, guys. We're going to be doing these Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Of course, we're not going to be doing these on Tuesdays because of bowling night. Your boy shot a 173, a 235, and a 188. I almost shot a 600 series. So with the jack-o'-lantern ball, my average right now is a 198.5.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like we kicked ass. Or I kicked ass because our other partner was not there. So you know how that goes. That is going to do it for this edition, as Devin is now on the screen, of TSR Live. Guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you to all of the super chatters. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Take care.
Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharpe's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharpe. The 49 Laws of Sharpe is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharpe will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharpe will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharpe's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the Cheat Code, Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womenese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format, and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description.